What's up, you guys? Today we have the blue purple Luffy for you. We're going to showcase this deck and let's get into it. All right, you guys, but before we start, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It's very important. Remember, hit the subscribe button. We want to get to 1,000. Thank you. All right, so you guys, so let's get into the deck profile here. We're going to start with the leader, of course, as we always do. It is a 3-life leader, so very tricky. You know, it's not easy to play 3-life leaders. 6k attack, which, like I said, may seem very beautiful at first. But in the current meta we're in, I'm starting to think that the attack of the leader isn't that important. It's more the effect. The effect is crazy. When you're at 8 Dawn, you can start looking at the top 5 cards of your deck and add a Straw Hat card. And then it says then place the rest on the top or the bottom in any order. So now you can manipulate the top of your deck in any way you like, plus you're searching. So once you get that 8 energy, you're going to start doing some pretty crazy stuff. So let's get into the deck profile. All right, to start off, we have the Manga Luffy from set 11. Beautiful card. This card says rush on an 8-drop, and then when attacking, you may trash 1 card from your hand, return up to 1 character with a cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand, then give up to 1 Rested Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters. It's a pretty simple effect. Pretty good, good card overall. Very good against Blackbeard, so this deck does struggle against Blackbeard because it's a lot of on-play effects. So keep that in mind. So this is a really good card against that deck. Maybe you could play 2 if you want, but 1 is it's searchable, so it's a Straw Hat. So that's really the selling point, Straw Hat. Remember, Straw Hat cards highly searchable in this deck, and everything's searchable because you can always mitigate the top 5 cards of your deck. So keep that in mind. So most used card in the deck is Sanji. Why? It's a free 9k body that places. Why it becomes a free 9k body? Because you can look at the top card. If it's a 9 or less. With a cost of 9 or less, you can just play it for free. So this deck has top of deck manipulation, and this card lets you cast out the 9 or less cards. So this card just insane. So of course, there's not going to be no 10 drops in this deck just because the deck revolves around that Sanji. So insane card. Lets your board get pretty full. I got the chart Linlin from set 8. Correct, set 8. This Linlin's good for pairing with the Katakuri. So this is your Big Mom package. These cards work in conjunction with each other because this one says blocker, 8-drop, end of your turn, set up to 2 of your Big Mom Pirates cards with a cost of 3 or more as active and add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and then rested. So the main thing you're just doing is when you have both of these on board, we all know what she does already. When you swing a both, they're gonna restand because of him, and he's a blocker, remember that. So if you get both of these online, it's just broken, bro. Super broken. So package is really good. Remember, you can cast these off of the Sanji. So that's like this is like your package right here for big bodies. And the rest of the deck is defense and ramping. So this is ramping, this is ramping, and this is ramping. These are your ramp package. Why I play the Bagua? It lets you ramp, which a lot of people are playing it right now. You can cut it to 2 maybe, but it lets you ramp and also, like I said, defense. So give you that defense option early on your first or second turn. When the first swings are happening and the second swing is happening, go ahead and ramp up with the defense. So Gear 2, great card out of the new set. Amazing card. It's a 1-drop, ridiculous spell. Main, you can rest 2 of your Dawn cards. If your leader is included with blue, add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. So ramp, and then counter up to 1 leader against plus 2,000 for just the 1 cost. So versatile card, the best spell in the deck for sure, for what the deck's trying to do. And then we have the Zoro-Juurou for ramping, and then the Mr. 2 for ramping plus copying big body attacks. But mainly for ramping. Mr. 2 is not a creature that really stays on the field too long because it has a low cost, but it's really there for the ramping, the counter. We have the Nami. Nami's a blocker. Draw 3, discard 2. Amazing card out of the new set. Straw Hat. So whenever you see Straw Hat on a card, it's really beneficial because you're just able to search it. 2K Sanji, you could play 4. Doesn't really matter. But I have 3 right here. And then 3-Chopper from the new set. It's a 5/6. So if you bricked up and you want to cast a 5/6 on a 5-drawn turn, you don't have any other play. It's just a creature you can cast out that has a good attack. But you can play the 4 Sanji. It doesn't really matter too much. My friend Israel's borrowing my 4 Sanji, so one day I'll get it back. I'm probably not. And then I got the 4 Uso-Hachi This is the best 2K in the game of One Piece. Pretty much super broken card. It says if you have 8 or more down cards in field, rest up to 1 character with a cost of 5. So it's gonna rest most blockers in the game. So insane 2K. Sorry, best purple 2K. For Gum Gum Giants, we all know how broken this card is. It's a problem for the purple color. Most people say, I don't know. I think it's a decent card. It is. You're negging 2 on your Don, so keep that in mind, you guys. It is broken though, because it does have you draw power and counter. So 3 Gum Gum Red Rocs. This is your removal of the deck. If you these colors don't have much removal other than Big Mom, and Big Mom is 6 or less. So keep that in mind, you guys. So once you have your big bodies established, you can go ahead and fight back with your opponent and remove their stuff. And then you'll have your down open, and you can counter out with these cards here. So you'll survive. So keep that in mind. You can also play, like, if you don't want to play these cards, you could probably play a little bit more blockers. Maybe the new Nico blocker from EBO2 is an option. I see some people try out just to have blocking and searching capability. Or the chopper, the purple chopper, that one's good too, not gonna lie. That one ramps you down as well. So those are the options. There's a lot of options that can play. This is just for the meta right now. Sometimes you need to remove the big bodies, so this card is pretty clutch in that regard. And then the one Jet Gatling. Most purple decks, and I always play one, is pretty standard. Because purple is a bricky color. So that concludes the deck, you guys. This is the newest deck out of set 11. Super meta ready. I don't know myself if I'd call it tier 0. Another community calls it tier 0 pretty much. But I don't think on the TCG we are. Like, tier 0 for me is like Sakazuki at its time. And Sakazuki probably wouldn't even be tier 0 right now because the game is different and more unique. But like at the time Saka was tier 0, I'm sorry, it is what the deck could spam creatures and had a lot of draw power and just more consistent than other decks. So I don't know if that's the case with this deck. I think also last format Dolphy was pretty much tier 0. So I know, you know, everyone's calling this tier 0. I say give it a chance to see. But other decks are still good with set 11. But that concludes the deck for all you guys. Please remember to subscribe. We're gonna keep some more content going for y'all.